the cutie. I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on in Keisha. We was on roll like tires. Where we gon' laugh? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, my. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Nick Kwiatkowski. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, 7:34. 7:34.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball were the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brandon Graham in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
All right, let's go get it now, all right? Whirl! Corner!
Now Roethlisberger on first down. This is Shepard on the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. When it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Hey, here we go.
So in jet territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Carr. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that's complete to Jesse James. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Ingram again, a first down carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go. Set, fellas.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter, as that's a first down.
2. Down. 180. Hey, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets.
Let's go, let's go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Got his man at Eifert. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
All right, good set, fellas. Watch down.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
7:34. Now, 185. You're mine. 7:34.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
93. 6:37. 24.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback, and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. He's got a man, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Carr now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On first down, Carr dancing to his left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. That'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Get set.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
7:34.
Carr to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Monday, 6:18.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Get set.
Carr's going to keep it himself. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Derek Carr, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Aaron Lynch in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
22, 44.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Jack 16. Corner. Monday. Snickers, you got to spin.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So on 4th down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Fielded at the 33. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Carr now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Demarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Snickers, 66. Snickers, you got to spin.
On second down, Roethlisberger flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 12. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Here's Carr. Caught left side Hopkins. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
White. 7:34. Go. Good set.
Carr to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Hey, 7:34.
Throwing on third and long. Carr, he'll buy some time right. And James has it. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
To throw on second down. Carr looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
Express. Later 9. 29. Later 1. Purdue. 7:34.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Being chased out left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Blue 30. Right, let's go. No spacing. Left. Wait, sir. You. Black is on. Skins.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Let's go. Eight. Black, 8. Quarter. Double bump.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
4 down. Wait a second.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Carr. Room to run past midfield. Man open left side is Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
2nd straight week, he's forced to fumble. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Derrick Henry.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Shepard deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. The pitch to Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, I look for big yardage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Well, Jumbo. Down. 185. 7:34. Come here.
Carr going to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Get set. 180. White Monday.
Carr to throw again. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Roethlisberger out to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
50.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. A give to Henry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's caught. Shepard. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter